Hi, everyone. Welcome to Our Disabled Future. I'm Nico, and I'm your host for today. This is a series where disabled voices lead the way, and it is a good day for disability inclusion. Each day, during Disability Pride Month and beyond, I'm amplifying real disabled stories, where we are, where we want to go, and how we're going to get there together. Today, I'm thrilled to be joined by Keshaav. Let's dive in. Hi, Keshaav. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, Nico. How
Thank
are
you.
you?
I'm well, thank you, and thank you for joining me. All right, tell us about yourself and about your disabled life.
So this I not born as disabled. Uh, at the age of 3.5 years, it happened. So actually, my father was working in the paramilitary forces in India, and he was in posting that time in Manipur, Imphal. It's a state of India, and where I was there, and at the age of 3.5 years, it happened so due to the mistake of a doctor, whichever I have heard from my mother, due to the mistake of my doctor, one of my doctors, they ruptured one of my veins in my left leg. And later on, it has been, declared as post polio residual paralysis. So you can understand it's a kind of a polio, and one of my leg, the left leg, it is very thin, and the heights are different. Right leg and left leg, there is a around 2 to 3 inches height short gap is there, and it happens so. And obviously I faced a lot of challenges, like young age, young child, you won't understand so many of the complications due to this. I used to go to a regular school, co-ed school, where boys, girls are all together. But I initially, used to understand how people, those small aged children also. Sometimes they used to tease you. Sometimes they used to, make fun of your disability. So, many a times it happened. So they used to tease me using some slang or, bad languages for me or my leg and all. So often it happened. So I used to, come to my mother crying at home from the back to school. And I used to tell my mother that, mom, this boy has told me that, or that friend of mine has told me this. So my mother used to pacify me, or my sisters, or my father, they used to pacify me. They always try to nurture me that don't think about what outsiders are saying. Think about what you can do from your inside. What is your capability? What is your strength? Don't focus on your weakness. So the life was not so easy. Even I can tell you, being in co-ed schools, like we used to have a physical education class, games period. So in the games period, what it happens, the sports teacher or the games teacher take all the children out. Some used to play the basketball, some used to play the football, some used to play this or that. My friends, whenever I tried to go and play something with them, they used to tell me, you cannot play, you just sit in the corner of the ground, or you cannot do it, you sit in this corner of the this place. So I used to feel very bad that I initially, so when I was in younger days and younger classes, maybe class 3, 4, 5, till class 5, I was unable to understand what is there that I cannot play, and what is there that I cannot go with them for the games and all. So later on, when I became little bit, grown up in class 6 and 7 and all, I understood, yes, like the way they run, I cannot. I used to have a medicated shoe with a caliber, iron rod fixed from the bottom of the shoe till my waist. So that time, those with a kind of a iron shoe like a thing, it is very difficult to run like that. I used to limp. That I understood later that I am limping. So that is the thing they are making fun of me. So these are the challenges, these are the mindset. I will not say all were like that. I will say I got some good friends also. They are still connected with me, and they are, in big positions. One of my friends was in US only last 3 days back. So he's in a very senior position as a director, technical director in Qualcomm. So Qualcomm, you understand, this is an American company. They make the chip of the mobile phones. So he's my classmate till class 10. So he understands me. He used to love me. Then also he used to love me today also. So like I got some good friends also, and I will not say I got other friends were bad, but I will take it in a positive way that other friends gave me the reality or the real picture of the life, how the disabled people they face, how the disabled people they go through, and how they cannot express their pains to others, except their own family members or maybe one or two very close aides or buddies or friends. Only they can understand where is the pain. So these are the things I went through. Now from there only I got very, kind of a mentality, I will do something. The days like that when I grown up in the senior classes, when I went into class 9, 10, 11, 12, those were the years, those were the classes in my school. I can still remember I totally transformed myself. How? Like God has given me something. I used to sing very good in my school. Always I used to, become the first in the solo singing or maybe the group singing. I used to be the first. I am having, bunch and bundle of certificates with me. So what I did, I tried to do that in that area in a better way. So there were, youth parliament competitions in the school, like, mock parliament sessions were, arranged in the school. So if you get selected in one school, suppose in my school, I am getting selected for a role, particular role. And if I can perform well, then my school will send the entire team, like 10, 12 students to another school, some other place, along with the teachers, where we participate with more other schools. So like that, I got an opportunity in class 11 and 12, both the years, where I participated in the youth parliament competitions. And in class 12 in 1996, I got the fourth regional prize from the Ministry of Parliament Affairs, Government of India. So this was the thing that boosted me again. So again, life was not so kind enough with me or maybe little bit with my family during those days. In the year 1996, when I completed my class 12, in the same year, my father got retired. So you can understand, person who is working, no other earning other than the salary. So when he gets retired, he will only get a small amount of money as a pension. So with that pension, obviously, families and tension, how they will, we are three siblings, my two sisters and myself, how they will be supporting all the three sisters, my brothers and sisters together. That is difficult for a parent. Uh, so I took a challenge. I left the, thinking of doing any big graduation, big something like that. I went for a diploma engineering where I got a scholarship, 100% scholarship. So I chose that so that it should not burden my father for any financial matter. So I went to there. I did that. In during doing my diploma engineering only, again God became kind enough to me. Suddenly, one day I got an advertisement in the Bengali newspaper where I have seen that, if you, I don't know whether you have heard or not, Z Television. It's a very, renowned television channel in India. Z TV, Z News, Z Media, Z Television. Their symbol is Z. So Z Television, in their channel, they were doing a competition, music competition, talent hunting competition. So I went over there. I went over there. I gave my audition, and obviously, I got selected and went to Mumbai. I was there in Mumbai along with, Bollywood singers, renowned Bollywood singers like Sonu Nigam, like, Anu Malik, Anu Kapoor, Pallavi Joshi, and all. So I stayed there with them for, many days, and I did shootings in studio. Like every day, I used to go to Sahara Studio in Mumbai. They used to take us, and we used to do the shootings, like music shootings and all. Like camera is on, director is there, takes saying action. Then we used to perform, and again the director will say cut. Then we have to come down. So that was a very good experience, and I became All India second in that music competition in 19. So that also again gave me a very strong confidence. My father support of mine already till now he is 85 old now. And till the support of even a disabled person like me also can gain success in life. I've always believed in one thing: trust in yourself. Whatever people are saying, whatever people are making belittle of you or your situation or your any particular disability kind, we should not focus on that. We should not focus on that. So today I'm married. Today I'm having a son. Only today only he has got his class 10 results out. Today 30th of April 2025, he has got his ICSE class 10 results out and he has secured 86%. So this is a big big satisfaction for me. My wife is physically fit, fully physically fit, and she chose to marry me. Before marriage also I asked her that why you would like to marry me when I am a disabled person. And you know that one answer has made the bond so strong. That time 17 years ago she answered to me, I am not marrying you as a person or seeing anything of your physical thing or anything. I am marrying you because the kind of person you are and the good things you are having within yourself, all the good qualities, I am marrying you for that. So that was the kind of thing that God have again blessed me with that. And nowadays I don't care about what people are saying about disability. Till now I cannot change the mentality of the people. Whenever I go anywhere in India, and only one country I went abroad, that is Bangkok last year, I think 2023, with my family for a tour. So in Bangkok, so I did not understand anything because I don't know their language, they don't know my language. So we were having a guide, so I did not face any trouble. But in India, yes, I still can feel, I'm working in a group of school as a head of HR, and it's a big position. But I can still, yes, people sometimes show they are jealous because how a disabled person can come up, how a disabled person is sitting in this chair, how a disabled person can do this or do that. So all these things are there. So disability, I will say disability is not a sickness. Disability is a mindset. Disability is a mindset which the society has to come and overcome. This much I would like to mention for this question of yours, Nico.
You. That's a very moving story. I love how you went from being bullied on the playground to having a family, feeling secure in your own adult life, and being able to hold a high position in HR. You talk a lot about the experiences you've had as a disabled person. So, what does a
Yeah.
disability friendly future look like to you?
Disability friendly future. Very interesting question, Nico. Always I look forward to one thing. There should be equal opportunities for all. It should not be measured with the disability or non-disability, something like that. Like, when we do not compare like male or female in so many cases, we give equal opportunities nowadays to the female also. They can come up and work like the men. Even in the forces also, like, militaries or armies or something like that. They work like that also. So every disabled person, if the person is having the talent, required skill set, can give a productive result to the organization. I think the disabled person has all the equal rights to get a chance to prove himself or herself in the field of professional challenges, as well as I will say in terms of the personal relationship. If a disabled person is having that capability to make his or her family runs smoothly with all comfortabilities, then that person is obviously equally the best one compared to any physically fit person.
Fantastic, thank you. So I hear you mentioning a future where we include people based on their skills and their abilities rather than their disability status. So
Obviously, correct.
thank you. So how can we make that future a reality? What strategy and steps do we have to implement?
There are two kind of strategies we should make on. There are two kind of strategies has to be formed. That is, one should be from the level of the government, because government is the supreme authority which runs the country, which runs the state. If government comes out with the equal opportunities for everyone, if government makes such policies where all kind of facilities will be provided equally to a disabled or a physically or mentally fit person in all the platforms, then that is a big support for everyone. And other than that, government should also ensure and encourage all the corporates, all the private sectors, all the organized and unorganized sectors, to convince them to make some strict policies, make some strict reservations if required, so that they also compelled to give the opportunities to the disabled persons too. Because suppose a government can take some decision, government can give some reservations or quotas to the disabled persons. It is always there in India also, and other states in India also, there are quotas over there, where if out of 100 people, two or three disabled people, their seats are reserved for any vacancy, most of the vacancy. For the private sectors, there are no such rules. What the private owner, the private company will do, they will think in other aspect. They will think this disabled person cannot do multiple tasks. This disabled person cannot contribute more like a physically fit person. So all these things, you know, they make some kind of a uh, pre-decided things in their mind. But I believe in one thing: there should be a disabled friendly atmosphere in every organization and in every place where these disabled or the challenged persons can work smoothly and can give better outputs than the physically fit people. Like if I can take like big hotels, any big 5-star, 3 stars, 2-star hotels, there is the front desk, reception we call. So in the reception, what is the big job has to be done? The receptionist or the front desk officials or the executives, they sit over there. The guests come over there. They do the register entries. They take their documents. They take their, if required, some payments or something, issuing the bills or vouchers, and give them the keys and give them the basic guidelines of their hotel. So in that situation, any disabled person who can, even in a wheelchair, can perform at his or her best. So this kind of a policy has to be inducted, has to be implemented. This is my personal belief. Otherwise, these disabled people will be always left behind, out of the society, out of the race, out of the opportunities, and they will be deprived of the opportunities available in this society for everyone, because God has made everyone equal. Sometimes, somewhere, something happens. Some people are disabled, that is visible, like me. My disability is visible. But I can rather mention here that I have seen many people, those who are physically fit, but some way or the other they have so many kind of disorders. Maybe that is not visible. So God has given equal kind of a blessings to everyone. And this, we people, we human beings have segregated, like based on our demands, our wish and wishes. So we have segregated all kind of things, where we create such a situation. These physically disabled people like me, they get deprived. Like, I would like to give one example. Whenever I have given interviews for my position also, like I am having 25 years of experience in my profession. Maybe I am not Very good, I will say. Maybe I will not say, I will say I'm the best. I will never say, because learning has no end. Every day, every time, every moment we are learning. Even we are learning from our seniors, our peers, and even sometimes from our juniors. So all these things are there. But when I have given interviews, like everything has been done, finalization has been done, salary has been discussed, date of joining has been discussed. But at last, I being a very honest person, always I used to mention my interview people that, sir, I would like to mention something. I am having a disability, and I'm having a polio, and when I walk, I limp. Hearing that much only, out of 100 companies or schools where I work, 95 to 98% they turn away their faces from me. I am telling you my life experience. So why? When you take an interview for half an hour, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and you offer a letter also, you are ready to pay me a salary also, just hearing that I am disabled, immediately you take it in your mind that no, 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 this person is not right for my organization. Why? What wrong? Just saying one word that I am disabled or I am limping or I am having some problem in walking. So this is the thing. This mindset has to be changed. This mindset has to be changed.
Appreciate that. I love how you mentioned different strategies for different types of organizations, whether government or private. I agree that there's no one strategy that will lead us to full disability inclusion. All right,
Yes.
Keshav, as our time together draws to a close, I want to give you a space that you and I, as disabled people, so rarely get, and that is a chance to brag about yourself, talk about any accomplishments, any cool projects that you're working on. If you want to grow your presence online, where can people find you? But generally, this last question is just space for you to brag about yourself. Let's hear it.
I am on the social media, like I am on the LinkedIn. Actually, my LinkedIn profile is there. That is a professional platform, and I am very active over there in my LinkedIn profile. So I can share obviously my LinkedIn profile with you, where you can find me out over there.
Thank you so much. We can put that LinkedIn URL in the video description once this is posted. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for logging on, and tune in next time. Remember, this is our disabled future, and it's being built by all of us together. I'm Nico. Thanks for watching. Our future is accessible, inclusive, and unstoppable, and I'm rooting for you.
Thank you, Nico.
Of course.